Oh my god, it's me. I'm doing some nails. Do you know, I don't think I've done a set of acrylic nails since before Christmas. October was the last full set I did from beginning. Yeah. Then I infilled them and then I took them off. So yeah, it's been a long time. This is what I'm doing, and yeah, let's get cracking, shall we? I've pushed back my cuticles already and just removed the worst of the non-living tissue from the nail plate because there was a lot, because I've neglected my nails. I've used these tools. These are the Alina Crystals cuticle pusher and cuticle scraper. You won't find them on the website at the moment because the website's having an overhaul. But if you want them for half price, then message me. Email details will be in the description box or on social media. And I will sort that out for you. So I'm using my Melodysusie. It's 2-in-1. It's a nail lamp and an e-file, and I love it. And I'm obsessed. I've been using it for a very, very long time. So I'm using the e-file and I'm just using a simple flame bit and going around and just getting the last stubborn bits of that non-living tissue off the nail plate. And at the same time, it's pushing that tissue back, making space. I'm then going to use this really, really gentle bit, which is like an exfoliating bit, and I really like it. It's very, very gentle. I can't believe I've done my nails. This is like so amazing. So the steroid injection in my thumb really worked, but my dexterity isn't as good, which is fine. But it really did help. And my neck and back are still pretty poorly, but like doing this every now and again is fine, and I really enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. You guys on Instagram said yes, film it, so I did. That's just what I did. And also, if you hear any interruptions, it'll probably be the cat or the children. It's been a while. So yes, I'm going to be including Madam Glams' new release in this video because they sent me it and it's a beautiful collection. So I'm going to use one of the unicorn brushes. We still have quite a lot of these, not many of each, I must admit, but we have quite a few variations on sale. I will, if you at the Facebook page, Nails by Sarah Burchett, I will start popping stuff on there so you guys can see what we've got still in stock, because we're doing a massive overhaul on the website. So also these cuticle nippers, the bomb. But yeah, I will. The crystals, I still do have some Alina crystals for sale. They're just, you can't get them on the website at the moment. So I will get it all sorted on the Facebook page. And yeah, I think somehow, I'll get it done somehow. But I'm just going to remove any of the last bits of non-living tissue and then we'll crack on. So you don't often see me do this, but because of the issues with my hand and my neck, I'm just trying to speed things up. So, and I've also got residue of old nail gel on my nails still. So I'm just running over it with a sanding band, 180 grit sanding band on a really, really low speed. If you see a lot of dust, that's like excess nail product that's still on my nail plate. I am then going to grab my Pro Stiletto tips. Again, I have these in stock, but not in the box, but I have them in bags and they will be 50% off. So if you're interested, just message me. And I'm using my Alina Bling Bond to stick them on. Nice and quick and easy. I used to have these full-length stilettos and I rocked them. But now it's been so long since I've worn nails that I just daren't do it. So I'm going to cut them down and make really simple, easy little coffin nails. Nice and easy. There we are. Because they're so flexible, they're very easy to cut and you don't have any issues with them. So I'll just get them shaped up in a second with a nail file, just kind of tidy up the edges. Then I'm going to grab Euphoria Nails clear acrylic and the monomer, obviously. Take my brush out of retirement. And I'm going to do, I have just primed and dehydrated as well. Dehydrated and primed. And just filed over the tip just to reshape it because I just wanted to sharpen up those edges. And then I'm just going to do a really thin layer of clear acrylic as my base layer because I'm going to do a design. So I just want my base layer down first. There we are. Nice and simple. And I'll do the same on each nail. It's so weird. I honestly didn't know, like, having been months and months and months since I've done acrylic nails, I thought, I don't know if I'll, like, struggle. But it's like riding a bike. Your body just, it does what it remembers. It's like, oh, yeah, I know how to do this. So it did take me quite a while, but then I did get interrupted quite a lot. And I have to sort of keep adjusting my position because of my neck and stuff. But I'm just so pleased to have nails on. Guys, you don't even know. I was like, clickety-clack, the bitch is back. Right, literally just walking that bead through just to adhere it to the nail plate nice and firmly. Oh, so satisfying to watch. I love it. Oh, by the way, I can't remember the names of everyone that's popped in. Oh, I'll tell you in a second. I'm just going to show you this first. This is Madam Glams' new collection for April. It's absolutely stunning. And you also get this top coat called King of Glam. Hello. It's a no-wipe top coat with bits in it. Look, glitter and specks and all sorts. Very cute. So the new collection is I Rule. Gorgeous blue. Absolutely stunning. Next we have Aries Season. These colours are like going from pastel summers to pastel springs to bright summers. The King's Speech. Don't you feel? I feel like it's pastels but vamped up, ready for that summer vibe. Royal Pink. This is brighter than I expected. It's really, really nice. Then we've got El Rey. Gorgeous colour. They're all gorgeous. They always are. Angelic Sonata. And this yellow, which is everything, is called Lightborn. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so that's those. I'm going to use their base coat because I forgot to get my blooming gel out of the cupboard. And I'm using the ombre brush. All Madam Glam stuff, you can still get 30% off with my code. My dotting tool is from Glitter Planet. My palette is from Just Joe Nail Addict. She made that for me because she's lush. Yeah, I'll put all my codes. I've got a discount code for the Melodysusie 2-in-1 e-file and lamp as well. So I lay these bits of gel next to each other and then I sort of swoosh them around a bit. Sometimes I swoosh them too much. You don't have to swoosh them that much or at all, to be honest. You could just scoop them and plop them onto the nail. A bit of base coat, leave it wet, don't cure it, and then just kind of like this. Just mosey on down with the stuff on the ombre brush and let it fall off and drag it along the nail. It's really, really simple. I've made it sound extremely elegant. But it is really easy to do. What you've got to watch is the thickness, right? So now I'll start feathering it back because this is going to be an ombre nail anyway. So, yeah. once it's cured for 60 seconds, do another layer of base coat on top, get it in your lamp, and then take the residue off. I ran out of lint-free wipes because I'm so much a pro. Yeah, that's me. And then I'm going to use another 3 colours and just keep going. Different design on every nail. I love that yellow. Swirly, swirly, swirly. I did debate going in for an extra swirly dip then, but I thought, no, don't be greedy. But sometimes you can think it's going to be quite defined and it still doesn't look very defined. Don't worry about it though. It's all good. Now, some of these did go a little bit out of focus. I apologise, but you get the gist of what I'm doing, right? I'm scooping it up onto the brush and then kind of letting it fall onto the nail and spread itself out. Don't worry if you make a bit of a mess. Just tidy up. It's all good. It's fine. Tidy up before you cure, though, otherwise it might not be so easy. Once it's cured, base coat on top, take off that sticky inhibition layer once that's cured. Or you can top coat it, but I was just having, this is what I had to hand, so that's what I just worked. I can't even speak. That's what I used. Oh my God. Oh, that yellow just gives me so much, like, spring in my step. It just, oh! This is a nice colour combo, don't you agree? Definitely overswirled it though, I would say anyway, in my humble opinion. Base coat, do not cure. Scoopy scoopy. Splodgy splodgy. Put that on a t-shirt. There we are. And then we'll blendy blendy. You can't see it because it's all blurry blurry. Oh dear. I need to get a life. Hey, you can see it a bit there now. It's not too bad. It looks like a fab lolly. My UK. I don't know if you have them in any other countries, but in the UK. Or is it Zap? No, it's Zap. It looks like a Zap lolly, not a fab lolly. Fab's the ones with all those sprinkles on, isn't it? Yeah, Zap lolly. You know what I mean. They just taste like milk lolly, but it's coloured in all different swirly colours. Anyway, that's me thinking about lollies now. Same again, base coat, don't cure. Do not cure. And you don't need to go too thick with it either, otherwise it'll make curing in scoopy scoopy. It'll make curing a nightmare. Splodgy splodgy. Toast. Yeah, we've got a cat called Toast. I know. We did have his brother as well, but he passed away a couple of days before Christmas. It was really sad. Yeah. Toast. No, Toasty's not talking to me now. Just blend it in. What I'm doing here is making sure it reaches the edges, right? Because sometimes when you do that design in the middle, it might not reach the edge of the nail and then it will shrink and look gross. So just kind of tease it into those edges. And for my little finger, but they're so tiny, I'm just using a small amount of gel, just little splodgy splodgy. And then, yeah, it's quite hard to do on the little finger. I did as much as I could, but it wasn't, the best because I've got tiny nails. Really tiny nails. Scoopy, scoopy, splodgy, splodgy. You'll never forget that now, and if you do, I'll be very sad. I kind of feel like I wanted it to have the gaps in it and I could have put glitter in there, but I just didn't plan. Right, Euphoria nails, acrylic. I'm using Peachy Punch. I love this colour. I know it's better suited when I've got more of a tan, but I really like it. I really, really like it. I do have the lighter nude, but I can't find it. I was looking in my drawers, I was pulling everything out and it wasn't there. I had all my Euphoria colours and all my other bits and it wasn't there. I don't know where it's gone. I'm not quite sure, but I will find it. I've got a cat sat on me now. There we are. So I'll talk you through what I've done. I've placed the bead roughly where the gel design ends on top of that area, blended the top of that bead down towards the free edge of the nail. And now I'm putting the second bead on and I'm tucking it in at the cuticle with the tip of my brush really gently and then pulling it down either side because we don't want flooding. And then I'm going to blend that second bead into the first bead, and it'll add to the ombre. So there is a knack to ombre, and my top tip would be to use the underneath of your brush, the middle and the underneath of your brush. Don't use the top of your brush to try and ombre the powder. So place your bead, tuck the back down quickly, and then you want to use the underneath of your brush to start blending that bead out. There you go. In with the second bead, pop it down. Then use the tip of your brush to tuck in at the cuticle area. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And then you're going to use the underneath again to blend. If you try and use the tip of your brush to blend product, all it will do is scrape it and drag it across the nail. So ombre was one of the things I found the hardest when I was learning. And it took me so long, so many months. Like I hated it. I wanted to do it so badly and I couldn't, and I hated it for it. And now it's just like second nature because of that practice. So if you're struggling with ombres, just practice. This bead I put on was a bit too wet and it started sort of flopping down the nail. So I'm just trying to nudge it back up a little bit using the underneath of my brush. If I'd have used the very tip of my brush, it would have then got stuck in between the bristles and my brush would now be dying a slow and painful death. So yeah, that does look a bit like a zap lolly. Cuticle bead going on, change of camera angle, and again, very gentle movements when you're tucking in around the cuticle, otherwise it's really easy to go a bit over the top with it. I mean, my application is, in my opinion, a bit ropey, but it's been a while, so I sort of got to pick up where I left off, but try and remember. Misha! Right, does anyone else that have cats, do your cats open the drawers in your bedroom and then just sort of get in and have a rummage? Like my mum and dad's cats do it, and they've pulled the knickers out of my mum and dad's drawers and stuff. And my cats do it as well. They're playing in the drawers. So again, this bead went for a bit of a wander, but it's okay. Once I feel like there's no point trying to ombre it if it's a bit wet. I'd rather wait for it to start setting up a little bit and then ombre it. Again, doing the same thing, using the underneath of the brush. My little finger is so small. Look, this is only a size 10 brush. It's not a big brush. Guys, stop it. Oh my God, there's 2 of them in there now. What are you doing? Crazy cats. Yeah, but my nails are diddy, so I could have pulled out a size 8 brush, but I didn't. Now, obviously, this is lovely and everything, but we need to protect it, so I need to cap it in clear acrylic. I don't need to cap the cuticle area and the apex because I've built that up with the nude acrylic. So I'm just going to quickly blend the bead back, but the main bulk of where I need to protect is that blend all the way down to the tip of the nail. I try and do it in as fewer beads as possible, but it doesn't really matter. But that's just like, you know, when you set yourself little challenges, you're like, I want to do this in 2 beads or 1 bead. Well, you know, we all do that. But as long as you get it built properly, structurally sound, and the quality's there, then that's it. Beautiful. Unless you're pinching, of course. If you're pinching, like sculpting and pinching and stuff, then yeah, the amount of beads you use will affect your result because it will start setting at different rates, and yeah, that can be a bit of a tricky thing. So back of the beads being blended, only thinly, using the underneath of the brush again, not the tip, because you don't want to gouge it out, you want to like walk it back. And then as this bead starts to set up, and this is why I love this system, I just feel like the way the powder and the monomer work together, it's like perfect harmony, and you've got time to place your bead. You've got time to then get ready, move your bead. You're not chasing it. It's quite easy to get the ratio right. Like, I got a couple of beads that were too wet because I'm way out of practice. But I think had I been using a less forgiving system, it probably would have been a lot worse. There we go. Same again. I know it's quite repetitive, this set of nails, but sometimes that's just the way it is, really. And if you're learning, the more times you watch something, the better, anyway. I was going to say earlier, I've just remembered, some of you that follow me on here and on social media have actually come into our little shop where we sell candles, wax melts, incense, wax burners, and in the next week or so, crystals as well. Not nail art crystals, but healing crystals. And it's been really nice to actually see real people and hug people and say hello to people, and I'm really grateful for that. It's really weird when you do things like YouTube and social media and you're just talking to a phone. I'm just talking to a phone, but you're at the end of the phone, so I'm talking to you. So then when we meet, I've never seen you before, but you've seen me and heard me, and it's an odd thing. It's really strange, but it's so cool, so amazing. So it's been really nice to meet some of you and put faces to like people's names. Super cool. There we go. Only the little one left to do now. I'm just tapping into place. Sometimes I get a bit obsessed with that. I'm like, smooth it out, tap, smooth it out. The cats are literally using my chest of drawers as a jungle gym. Right, I'll do the same on the pinky finger, which is very quick and easy because it's so bloody small. Guys, will you stop? I think one of them's gone down the back of the chest of drawers now. There we are. Okay, now I'm going to let these set up and I will file them off camera because that would really bore you. So here they are. Ding! As if by magic. All filed. There we go. All filed and shaped. And obviously it wouldn't be right if I didn't put some bling on. So these are the AB crystals. I can't remember what sizes these are. I just got them out of my pot. And I do still have a lot of AB round flatbacks available. Lots. So I sell them in bags of 200 and they are £2.50 for a bag of 200. So please let me know if you need them. Just chuck me a message with what sizes. I don't have 16s and 12s left, but I have all the rest. So, like I said, I'll try and get it all on Facebook, but it's really hard because we've still got the shop and we've still got Oliver being homeschooled. So it's just a lot of work. Or if I can get the website the way I want it, I'll pop them back on there live. But at the moment, I'm just trying to rejig things on there. Oh, stuck to my bit, that did. There we are. So I'm just making a little swoosh. It's like a backwards S. I never do them the right way. I always do them backwards. There we are. And then we do the same on the other side. Just use a bit of adhesive onto a freshly filed nail with no top coat. That's the best way to get it to stick. And you don't need a lot of adhesive either. Guys, the cats are being so silly. Right, while that's setting up, we'll top coat the other nails in with Madam Glams No Wipe Top Coat. I don't know what I'm doing here. Faffing about. This is the best bit. I love top coat. I don't know why, just watching it go on. So smooth. Silky smooth. And their top coat is a 30-second cure. There we are. Lovely. Okay, in the lamp he goes. And then next, And I will continue. I'll do the nails, the nail with the AB crystals on last. I'll do it separately. So I'll get these ones top coated, because otherwise things are going to start flooding, because top coat is not as thick, is it? So I would always recommend doing the crystal nails separate to the rest of them, and using a really tiny detailer brush, which I'll show you in a sec. Just get those in for a 30-second cure. Right, so I'm using a tiny detailer brush, and I'm going to tuck it all in around, and that will really help to stick those crystals down. So some people say, oh, I hate it when my hair gets caught underneath crystals. It won't if they're put on properly. They need to be properly sealed. If they're sealed, nothing will get under them, because any little potential gaps, that's where the top coat's going, and it's going to sit all inside there. So that's your key to it not getting caught on anything, and then you can wear your crystals without any issues whatsoever. And there we go. I'll go all the way through with that, and in between them. If I can get the brush in between and take more gel in between them, I will, because that just makes even more sure that they're not going anywhere. And where there's a big gap, I'll just use the brush like that. Easy peasy. Little bit there, and then I thought, oh, I'm not going to brave it. I'm being cocky now. Let's get back in with the detailer brush. And then after that, they had a 30-second cure, and I applied Madam Glams Elixir cuticle oil. And here's the finished set. No two nails are the same. Similar colours, but no two nails are the same, which is cute. And yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.